Just a few hours after launching the biggest invasion of a European country since the Second World War, it looked like business as usual at the Kremlin. Pakistan's Prime Minister was the guest. But might Vladimir Putin's mind have been elsewhere? As the two men talked, Russia's military was advancing in Ukraine. These trucks were headed from Crimea to the Ukrainian border, part of an army that had surrounded a country of 40 million people. A country that Russia's president has said he doesn't think should exist. In an address to Russians and Ukrainians, Putin said his aim was to demilitarize Ukraine. Russia's defense ministry says it's met all its targets for Thursday, destroying 83 ground facilities of the Ukrainian military, and it insists they're not targeting civilian areas. There have been some attempts in Russia to protest against the invasion. Several hundred turned out in Moscow. They're shouting no to war. Judging the Russian public's reaction is difficult because it's almost impossible to protest freely here.
They very much fear that if the pace of the invasion continues as it has up until now, that Kiev could be encircled and fall to the Russians within 24 hours. Of course, I mean, that is not a 100% certain assessment, but this is what it looks like now from the success that the Russians have had in taking over the country all the way to the capital. They now control, this official says, all of Ukrainian airspace. They control both the military and the civilian airport in and near Kyiv. So this, of course, is a very, very key asset for the Ukrainian government that has been lost. This official also fears that that Putin does intend to go all the way into the capital and try to remove President Zelenskyy and replace him with a puppet president that would carry out Moscow's wishes.
Sadly, today we lost 137 heroes, our citizens. 10 of them were officers. 316 people have been wounded. They have not surrendered. They will all be awarded posthumously the title of the Hero of Ukraine. Let those who gave their lives for Ukraine be remembered forever. I remain in the capital. My family is also in Ukraine. My children are in Ukraine. They are not traitors. They are citizens of Ukraine. According to the information we have, the enemy has marked me as target number 1, my family as target number 2.
After consulting with his National Security Council in the White House Situation Room and a virtual meeting with G7 leaders, U.S. President Joe Biden made good on his promise to inflict massive costs on Russian President Vladimir Putin for invading Ukraine.
Putin is the aggressor. Putin chose this war, and now he and his country will bear the consequences.
The new sanctions target major Russian banks and Russian elites, and in coordination with allies representing more than half the global economy, are designed to cut off Russia from the world's financial system. Russian assets in the U.S. are also now frozen.
We will limit Russia's ability to do business in dollars, euros, pounds, and yen.
Export controls to curtail Russian high-tech imports are also being imposed to cripple Russia's military and high-tech capabilities.
Предлагаю сложить оружие и сдаться по избежанию кровопролития и неоправданных жертв. В противном случае по вам будет нанесен бомбово-штурмовой удар. Длинный остров. Я русский корабль. Повторяю. Предлагаю сложить оружие, сдаться, иначе по вам будет нанесен удар. Как поняли меня? Прием. Русский военный корабль, иди нахуй.
This morning, security officials on alert for possible Russian cyber attacks, not just in Europe, but here in the U.S.
This country, taken as a whole, is not ready for a massive cyber attack.
Former Trump administration Homeland Security advisor Tom Bossert points to last summer when ransomware hackers believed to be affiliated with Russia shut down the Colonial gas pipeline running from Houston to New York by hitting the company's billing system, not its industrial controls.
Most businesses in this country are very vulnerable despite all of the good work being done by the federal government. The federal government's not protecting directly their networks.
Senate Intelligence Committee Chair Mark Warner warns Putin has not yet unleashed Russia's full cyber capabilities.